Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? I just want to talk about something which, to me, is so obvious now, but I am coming to understand that a lot of people actually don't realize this, and it's been so long that I often forget. So the thing is, in our society, in the 21st century, Western society, we are generally being influenced, repressed, brainwashed, controlled, degraded, herded, treated like sheep. That's basically what's taking place. There are a small amount of people, the elites, or the lizard people, as David Icke calls them. It's just this general class of people who are controlling vast majority of the wealth. And we're being pushed around. Pushed around. And it's done through the military-industrial complex, the media system, the education system, the financial industrial complex. And it's not like some giant conspiracy, okay? That's a common misconception, just in my opinion. This is all just my opinion. I think that if you go too far down the road of like Alex Jones, then you get lost and you get confused, and it feels like there is some giant conspiracy. And I don't really even think there is, because I don't believe that the people in power are smart enough. I think they're generally pretty dull, and they are just doing what's coming easy to them. They're just hurting the masses because it's convenient and it's quite easy to do that. But definitely come to the realization that the system at large, made up of political, legal, military-industrial complex, financial system, all of it, it's not set up for your benefit. Okay? It's generally oppressing you. They generally just don't give a shit. So it isn't about whether the red team wins or the blue team wins. It actually doesn't matter. They're in it together. And they're in it just because it's convenient. And I'm sure there's nice people in the government, and I'm sure there's nice people in the financial industry. And it's like there's plenty of cool people around. But in general, they've gotten together and been overtaken by the system. And so you want to disengage with that, right? Completely disengage from that and understand they don't fucking care about you. They don't want the best for you. They don't fucking give a shit about you. Like, it's hard to come to that understanding. But I'm like continuously coming back to this point because I think it's the most important way to get started.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Like, disengage from the Matrix. Completely. Get the fuck out and understand that the more you can promote your own independent experience, that's what you have loyalty to. That's where you belong, is in your immediate moment, your immediate presence. And everyone's trying to cut you off from that. Like, our system is built around convincing you that your goals and your dreams are available outside of yourself. That if you play by certain rules, you'll get a certain kind of job and things will work out. What's up, buddy? And it's just not the case. I mean, it's not going to work that way. They never are going to do anything for you. Like, there is no answers out there in the form of, if you take the right kind of classes, you'll get the right kind of job. And it doesn't work like that. Like, it fucking doesn't, man. And most people don't want to hear that, because it's like, you've always been taught that if you sit in your seat and pay attention and fill out your forms properly, that the teacher will give you a good grade, and then you'll get a good little job and everything will work out. It's not. Like, it's not going to work out. There's just no way. Like, you've got to take control for yourself and become your own person and realize that you're just going on the momentum of past generations, and they didn't know what to do, really. We really are a species with amnesia. Terence McKenna talks about that a lot. We're a species with amnesia, okay? And really need to come to grips with this, because the more you dig, the more you can come to realize these things. And eventually you'll see that, in fact, we are part of a system, actually not system, but we are part of a species that has been around on this planet for a longer period of time than one might think. If you go by the Christian Bible, I think the world is 5,000 years old. I mean, this may come as a shock to you, but that isn't true. That's, if you still think that, you have a lot of learning to do, because that's way off. As far as I can see, there in fact was high civilizations on this planet previously. There really were. There, as far as I can see, from what I've looked at, look up Graham Hancock, Robert Bauval, John Anthony West, and I think you'll come to a similar conclusion that there is so much that's taken place here on this planet previously to our sort of Roman Empire-esque civilization. And there was some sort of cataclysmic disaster which destroyed that civilization. So the more you can come into touch with that and realize that there has just been this vast quantity of experience, and that these previous civilization was in tune with aspects of reality that we're out of tune with, for the most part. So it's a wonder why there's so much fighting and mayhem taking place, because it actually is unnecessary, so much of it. And you can see it when you're little, you already know it, but they kind of beat it out of you. But in fact, I can tell you that actually the world is so much more diverse, and there's so much mystery that is out there right now. Like, we're on the cutting edge of history. It's unbelievable. So get excited. I mean, it takes work and it takes effort to enlighten yourself, but there's like magic out there, like truly. And aliens. There are creatures and aliens and magic. And it's fucked up and crazy, but if you really dig and really check, you'll come to a similar understanding that, yeah, that's true. And your local doctor and your high school principal, for the most part, they don't know. You know, they have some little grasp of a sliver of reality, but in general, they aren't aware. It's like kind of like the blind leading the blind in a lot of ways. Now, I admit too that I don't know, but I'm admitting that, and I'm pointing to the direction of things that seem to be. So, get involved, start to learn some more, start to research, get enlightened, and you can be part of the solution. You can be part of learning about how to make this world a better place. Because while there are all these issues and problems, there is no doubt that each human being can transform themselves.
I checked out Hawaii Coffee online.
So imagine that.
I was all about reading about it.
Imagine that. John Lennon, imagine. All right, peace out.